Beaver After Dark is not for all audiences. It will be dealing with adult topics and adult situations. Each host will be giving an opinion and is in no means an expert. Listener discretion is advised. Welcome to Beaver After Dark. I'm Beaver, and we are joined tonight by the layered leprechaun, Stephen. Hello. And then we also have our friend from the West Coast, So Cal. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
Robert is not available tonight. He is off with his tin can standing on the corner trying to get some money so he can go finally make his deposits of his male specimen in every state. And Rusty is, well, he's Rusty, and I'm sure we'll hear a good story next week. So tonight, we are doing a new segment called Roulette, Headline Roulette. So we are going to take 3 words from someone. We are going to put it into Google search and see what comes up. So, Leprechaun, would you like to start the Google search?
So we just put a word in it, but I don't use Google. So hopefully
I'm using Google. So you just tell me the 3 words and I will type it.
Nefarious.
Nefarious. And then another word?
Anything that would be good. Flatulence.
Flatulence. Oh my God. This is not flatulence. And what's the third word?
I keep thinking Constantinople, but that's not going to help. Running shoes.
Running shoes. That's like 4 words, but okay. You're not really getting much with that. The shoes are making a farting noise. No headlines with that. So let's go to Jen. Jen, give me 3 words.
Okay, military. Boston. And Crayola. Or crayons. If crayons is easier, do crayons.
Okay, let's do crayons. Marines volunteered at Cradles to Crayons. Come on, people. Let's get some. Let's look and see what the chat's got here. Greetings, piles of protoplasm. Okay. Oh, handbag, handcuffs, and hand job. Let's try that.
Oh, geez.
Handbag, handcuffs, and hand job. Handbag, handcuffs, hand job. Okay, we can't play that on here.
Oh.
So evidently we have somebody who likes wearing handcuffs while they're giving somebody a hand job.
Yeah, there's literally a site that it's called xnxx.com and it says handcuff hand job. Blonde babe. Yeah, I can't. No, we can't do that on air. They will definitely kick us off the air.
Okay.
Thanks, Sparkles, for that. Yeah, now I'm gonna watch.
How about toes?
All right, hold on.
Glitter. And Florida.
All right.
Come on, it's got to be a Florida story with totally glittery toes.
Not getting any. There's just about painting your toenails with glitter.
Oh my God.
All right, let's try what we got here. Alliteration, Schnitzel, Sapporo, and Spasm. Let's see. Schnitzel, Spasm, and what was the other word?
Sapporo.
S-A-P-P.
Network.
Nope, nothing really coming up with that. So let's try. We got any other words in here? We got new comments. Onesie, alligator, and ambulance. There you go. Let's try that. Onesie, alligator. Oh, hold on. Alligator and ambulance. I thought this would be really good, but we're not really getting it. Amazon, alligator pit onesies. Not really.
Oh my God.
Nothing really. All right.
Okay, woodpecker. There's woodpecker that just pecked. Grab and God, that woodpecker's going off. Can you hear him?
No.
No.
And bush. We're doing bush.
It's just pictures of woodpeckers.
What? Are
Yeah.
you sure you know how to Google? Are you Googling correctly?
I am typing the words in. Woodpeckers frequently target large trees, shrubs, and even wooden houses to forage for insects. So you're not getting anything. All right, let's try this.
Right, explosion.
We're gonna try. Okay, explosion.
Brothel, and Nevada.
And what?
Nevada.
You should have said chicken ranch then.
Okay. Man arrested in connection with an explosion on Vegas Strip.
Hey.
Finally, we got one. It's only a 30-second video, but let me get it shared over here. All right. Finally. Where is it? Why isn't it pulling? Oh, entire screen. I need to get, nope, window. I need this. There we go. All right. Do we see it?
Yes.
All right.
In Las Vegas, an arrest has been made after an explosive device was set off on the Strip right near Piero's Italian Cuisine. Investigators identified 35-year-old John Navarro as one of the two men who allegedly placed a package in front of the business, lit a fuse, and then fled before it exploded. He's been booked into the Clark County Detention Center for charges including arson, using explosive, and possession of a stolen vehicle. The other suspect's identity is still unknown at this time.
All right.
Yay.
So, you got one. All right. Now I'm going to try this. I'm going to try Alabama, squirrel, and beer. Pale Ale by White Squirrel Brewery. I thought there would be like a story of, okay, let's do hunting instead.
This has Peckerwood and Bush.
Squirrel season in Alabama. Nah, that's dumb. Arrested. Oh, here we go. Alabama squirrel and arrested. Man accused of feeding meth to attack squirrel.
Oh my God. All you need is a methed out squirrel.
All right. This is actually from 2019. So a man accused by police of feeding methamphetamines to his pet squirrel to make him an attack squirrel has been arrested. Police officers in Alabama had been looking for Mickey Polk for nearly 2 weeks. Polk had been hiding in a hotel and was arrested Thursday after he attempted to flee from drug investigators on a stolen motorcycle, according to police. He crashed into an investigator's vehicle after a brief pursuit. The case against the 35-year-old Alabama man, escalated June 17th when narcotics investigators executed a search warrant that yielded meth, drug paraphernalia, body armor, and a squirrel. Prior to the search warrant, investigators were informed that Mickey Polk had an attack squirrel inside his apartment and that Polk fed the squirrel meth to keep it aggressive.
Jeez.
I'm sorry, but what? Why? Are we sure that wasn't Florida? No, it was Alabama. I should ask Rusty. Well, Rusty's not here. We have to ask Rusty if he knows that party. What? Wait, what is this? Whatever you do, don't Google lemon party. Well, now I have to.
Oh, trust me, if they ever see the history on her computer, they're going to get a kick out of that.
Lemon Party refers to an edgy podcast hosted by comedians Ben Avery, Devin Costa, and Jace Avery.
Okay. That's what I had in mind, but
I'm sure not, but that's what came up. It's the first Google option. Let's see. Do we got any more words in the chat? Let's see.
No, it's not.
nope.
This sounds like an episode of Breaking Bad. Okay.
Yeah, it does.
Whatever else you do, don't forget the L when looking up grandfather clock or the R in Gary Oldman. I get it. Ha 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 ha. All right. Anybody else got 3 words for me?
Mine works.
Come up with one, Lep. I'll come up with one, and Beaver comes up with one.
There you go.
All right.
So, all right, Lep, word.
Need a word. Feet.
Gate.
And feet, gate, and party.
There we go.
There we go.
Top 10 foot fetish party in Atlanta.
Where's Brad Staggs? Send him the link.
Here it is. Oh my God. Feast for the feet. Foot night, Orange County foot fetish. National I Love My Feet Day is August 17th.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And I don't remember that ever being on my thing of the day. So you make sure you put that on the thing of the day there.
I can only post what they send.
Oh, all right. I'm just saying. Do you want to know where the top 10 foot fetish parties are in Atlanta?
Absolutely.
All right. We're going to go there. The Claremont Lounge. It has
Is that on Wednesdays?
It doesn't say. It just says it's open until 3 a.m. I had a great time here. The drinks are strong and the party is all night long.
Oh, yeah.
Number 2 is the Trapeze. Number 3 is Tokyo Valentino. And that looks like there's a mannequin dressed in BDSM, whatever it is. Yes.
That's dirty. That's much more than feet, baby.
Yeah, baby. Then
Strap
there's a place, called the Onyx, which also has Tipsy Tuesdays.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
You get tacos with those?
Tuesday, you get in for free?
And it did not say that. Pin Ups, good place to party. They have better standards. Okay. Pink Pony in Brookhaven. Elations in 8th Athens, Georgia. And that's the only ones. That's not 10 of them. That's only like 7. But anyway, those are the foot fetish party places.
You guys, I hope you wrote those down.
Wash before you go in.
If not, you could just Google it. I'm literally just Googling stuff right now. So we got any more words in the chat? No? Nobody else wants to partake? I can't believe that Klopp, of all people, did not put something in there.
Right.
I mean, he's a dirty boy. That's why he sounds like a venereal disease, and he still did not do it.
There's a word. Dirty Idaho beard.
All right. Dirty Idaho beard. It just basically talks about beard hygiene. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, if it's in Idaho, if it's not hygienic, you could probably grow taters in it.
Yeah, I don't know. All right. We're going to move on from that because Leprechaun did all the show prep for tonight. So I'm super happy that somebody did some work today because I didn't. I was working too many, doing whatever. So our first headline we're just going to go with is I don't know why I got all these pop-ups keep popping up on the AP website, but this sucks. South Florida officers sue Ben Affleck and the Matt Damon, claiming details in The Rip are too real. Did you guys see the movie The Rip?
I've seen it listed. How you put the cursor over the top of it to play like the trailer for the show. I've seen that much of it. And it looks like there's some cops going in and hitting the drug house and keeping the money is what it kind of looks like.
Well, thanks. Spoiler alert.
I haven't seen it. I'm guessing.
Klopp, I do have all chats on because it comes through on the computer. So where did I miss it? I have greetings of protoplasm. I don't see it.
Oh, that was way up, way early.
Yeah, but I don't see anything where he gave 3 words. And now
that was up earlier.
I honestly.
Okay, let me scroll.
I'm gonna look on my phone in case it's not bringing it through. Yeah, I don't have anything. Klopp.
Greetings, piles of protoplasm. He has that. That was at 8:02.
Yeah. I don't know.
I saw that. I mean, I heard that earlier. However, there wasn't a third word, was there?
No.
I just was a greetings. So anyway, too late, Klopp. I love him, but he's pissed off now. So now I just had it and I lost it because stupid pop-ups on these websites are stupid. But anyway, The Rip was about it twisted because you kind of like, well, who's the one that's the bad cop and who's the good cop? And you kind of think it's this person, but it's basically, so what The Rip is if they find a stash of cash, whether that's gained by nefarious purposes. So the rip is like they're ripping it from I don't know why they call it the rip, but I almost think like they're taking it from the bad people. They're ripping it out of their hands.
Right.
So they find a drug house that has a ton of cash in it. And you have to count the cash at the drug house. For whatever reason, that's the rule. I don't know if that's a real life or if that's reality. That's reality or just what they call in the movie. But you cannot leave the scene with the cash if it's not counted.
Correct.
So they know that they figure out that they're in a bad situation because of whatever reason. I don't remember if there's a reason. But shit starts going down and then you think that this is the bad guy. Then you think that this is the bad guy. It actually keeps you kind of on your toes. It's a pretty good movie. But they're saying that this movie was too real in details, but it's supposed to be a fictionalized narrative, and that it's causing harm to officers' personal and professional reputations, according to the defamation lawsuit.
What?
So in other words, some cops are getting their fingers dirty and got caught. Oh, because of the movie.
Or the fact, I mean, because they're not naming the people, so how is that defamation? They're not naming names. They're not putting real officers' names in there.
Yeah, parts of the movie were inspired by a real 2016 case where police found over $21 million linked to suspected marijuana trafficker in Miami Lake's home. Affleck and Damon have said while promoting the film that the story is based loosely on the accounts of Miami-Dade police captain Chris Cassiano, who served as a technical advisor on the film. Damon told the Associated Press during a January interview that he and Affleck spent time with Cassiano and other narcotics officers in preparation for the film. We really wanted to kind of understand what those dynamics were like, Damon said. I mean, these units are very tight and they're really putting their lives in each other's hands, and they're really doing something that's very dangerous. So, I mean, but I mean, I wouldn't know unless they're coming out and making a big deal about it.
The only reason generally somebody grumbles about something is if it's true. So maybe it is too close to the real thing. Maybe one of them cops that's not there anymore did get sticky fingers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid $21 million cash. I'm sure I could turn in at least, there was $100 here. Honest, there was.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to get out with that much money, but you might be able to get out with $1 million. So there was like 20 million instead of 21. But the way that they did it was really good. The movie.
So it is worth watching then.
It is definitely worth watching because it's kind of like they go back and like flashback where they're kind of like, oh, this happened, but this is the other part of it. So you get to see how they were like playing.
So in other words, it's kind of like Usual Suspects, where they show you.
Oh my God, I love that movie. Usual Suspects is so good.
Kaiser Sose.
Kaiser Sose. And the thing is, the guy didn't even realize it until like he looked at his cup or something, right? And he's like, and then he's like,
oh. And he looks around the room and it's like, son of a bitch. And by that time he's and as Gimpy is walking, he's just and all of a sudden he takes a regular stride. And holy shit.
I don't think I've seen that movie in decades.
Oh, I haven't either, but now I feel the urge to watch it again. It's so good.
I need to.
Fantastic. Yeah. It's the ultimate. What, the fire truck?
Yeah, it is.
I need to watch it. So is it like a drama or is it a comedy?
No, it's a
drama.
A crime show. It's a drama.
It's definitely a drama.
Like a psychological thriller?
Yes. And it's one of those where you do not see the end coming. It's almost like
don't tell me that because maybe I didn't see it.
What's that movie with Bruce Willis where
Yes, I was just gonna say that.
You don't really see that. You don't really see the ending of that movie coming either. It's so good. And like Kevin Spacey, I know he's kind of a douche in real life, but he is an amazing actor.
Oh, very good.
He is like, oh my God, he has played some amazing roles. I just wish he wasn't such a douche.
Have you ever seen The Game? That's a good one too.
Yes, because my brother took me to saw that, and I'm thinking, The Game, this is gonna be dumb. And
Michael Douglas and Sean
amazing with Michael,
right?
Yeah. Yes, Sean Penn's the brother.
Yeah, it was really good.
You don't see that one coming either.
Never speak about it. I always just say watch because you don't want to blow it by any means. That's a psychological twist, big time.
Oh yeah, that is just, oh my gosh, it's a really good movie too. I love. There's a couple movies that I will. I mean, I have some movies that I watch and repeat all the time. Like I don't care how many times I've seen it. If My Cousin Vinny is on, I'm watching it. I have seen that movie like 100 or more times. And my husband's like, "Are you seriously watching this movie again?" Yes, honey. It's like The Golden Girls. I probably have seen every episode of The Golden Girls at least 20 times, and I will watch them another 20 times, and I do not give two shits.
You know what's funny? I'm that way with.
Sorry. Yes, Deuce 5. Primal Fear.
I don't think I've seen
that. Is Ed. What is that movie? Or what's that guy's name? It's Richard Gere and God, what's that other guy's name?
Okay, then I have seen it. It was a long time ago, though. I don't remember movies like that. So I have to rewatch them.
Ed Norton is in that, and Ed Norton is accused of a crime, and you take pity on him. And damn, that was another one that was like, what? Oh my God, I was so like, there's a couple of
watch movies.
Yeah, Primal Fear. I actually just watched Primal Fear, Deuce, and Klopp. I actually just watched that within the last 2 months because I remember thinking I've got to watch that movie again. I haven't seen it in so long, but
I don't remember. I've probably seen it, but it doesn't ring a bell off the top of my head.
Primal
I'm sure
Fear?
I have. It's just, you know how sometimes you'll see shows and it's like, I don't know that I've watched, and then you start watching and you go, oh yeah, now I remember.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sure Primal Fear, especially when you guys said Ed Norton and Richard Gere. It's like I can almost see the front of the case, the DVD case,
Uh-huh.
but I don't think I've seen it in I won't remember it. That's what's so
Right.
great about me. It's the same thing with books. I can read a series of books, I love it, but then when I can go back to it in like 10 years, reread them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
I agree with you, Deuce. It is very much an underappreciated film because it is so good. I love a good movie like that. That like the Primal Fear, the Kaiser Sose, Usual Suspects. Usual Suspect was out in like 1992, and I had never heard of it until I think my husband was talking about it one time, and I was like, I've never even heard of that movie. And we put it on. I was like, oh, this is a great movie.
You know what's funny? I don't think they make movies that good anymore. It's like it feels like that anyway. There hasn't been one movie or trailer, not that I see that many of them, that I'm just like, oh, I got to go see that movie because it looks really good. I mean, I don't know. But I wanted to say about My Cousin Vinny. I had to do that for law school. That was a paper I had to write on that court scene. I had to watch it for one of my classes.
Oh, cool.
But I do love that. But my go-to is, I'm telling you, every time I see fried green tomatoes and you're scrolling, I'll stop and watch it all day long. And I love that. And I have seen that movie multiple times.
I love that movie. That is oh my God. That's another
Love
one.
it.
I have like
love
a top 5 movie list, and that is number 2. My favorite all-time movie is Gone with the Wind.
I've never seen it.
Oh my God. I
refuse to watch it till I read the book, and I have the book next to my bed. It's like, what, 1,400 pages or something.
Yeah.
The
movie, I love the movie Gone with the Wind. I actually, years ago, before I was even married, so it's plus 20 years, I was down in Atlanta, Georgia, and they had a Gone with the Wind museum exhibit at this museum.
Oh, wow.
And and a lot of people know this scene just because it's one that they still shot all the time, where there was the big velvet picture of Scarlett that was in the background when Bonnie Blue was born. It was on the mantle of the fireplace. Right. That actual picture, I got to stand in front of it.
Oh,
now,
wow.
you couldn't take any pictures of it because they didn't want any flashes like damaging the picture or whatever. But when Scarlett's in the library and she throws the vase and it breaks into a bunch of little pieces, all those little pieces were actually on a little stand that you could like look at and stuff. The cigar that Clark, what's his face? Rhett Butler, I can't remember his name. Rhett Butler tosses down when Bonnie was born. That was there on display. Like, there was so much different stuff, and I was like, oh my God, this is like heaven.
Okay, I'm going to ask you guys a question I got asked today in my staff meeting. What is the one movie or two, and this goes for the audience too, that you could pretty much quote the whole movie? You've seen it so many, or you love it that much, or most of it. What's the one movie that you could? I said Breakfast Club. You Neo Maxi Zoom dweeby. I said Breakfast Club, but there were a lot of, and when people mention things, I'm like, I've never even heard of that movie. Like, people talked about the movie Friday. I don't even know what that means. I don't think I've ever seen that. Have you
The
seen
Blues Brothers. That was, I hadn't seen that movie in so long, but I could probably quote those 3 movies I mentioned: Fried Green Tomatoes, absolutely, My Cousin Vinny, because I've watched that like 3 times in the last 2 weeks because I just not the whole thing, wherever it is in the movie.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yes.
And Gone with the Wind. I could probably quote most of that because I've seen it so many times.
Okay, Lep, I'd love to hear your answer because you can't remember shit anyway. So which could you? But even if you could quote a couple of lines because you've seen it and you enjoyed it.
One of the only few movies that I've ever seen more than once would be the original Star Wars, Usual Suspects. What else have I seen more than once? I don't know. That's none. I mean, I remember a line or two here and there. Fraternity Vacation, my favorite line from that movie was so a blowjob in the parking lot's out of the question, huh?
Christmas Vacation I watch every year like clockwork. It's a must. It's a must.
A Christmas Story. Fragile.
Wonderful Life. I watch that every year.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know that I could quote a lot of lines from it though. Like I've watched it, but I
couldn't quote any lines from it either, except when the
bell rings.
Another angel gets
an angel gets his wings. Yeah. I don't. That's not a yearly one for me for Christmas, but I will watch it every several years. But Christmas Vacation has to happen, and if I can, I'll definitely stuff in A Christmas Story. I love Santa Claus with Tim. Oh my God, I love that movie. Santa Claus with Tim Allen. I do. It's one of my
the original Scrooge with Albert Finney.
So we have Earheads, Adventures of Ford Fairlane. I think I saw that has that comedian in it, Andrew Dice Clay, right?
Oh my God, I saw him in Vegas.
But I've never. What is PCU? I don't know what that is.
Politically Correct University. That was good.
I don't think I've seen any of those movies.
That thing.
Yeah.
See, that's why I like these shows. I like to hear about new movies. I don't know those.
Not that you ever have time to watch
80s PCU.
In the heat of battle, my father wove a tapestry of obscenity that, as far as we know, is still hanging in space over Lake Michigan. That is from A Christmas Story. I knew it. Timmy, give me a line from Who the Bell Tolls, because I've never seen that movie.
I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Hackers. That's the first movie I think Angelina Jolie was in.
Jolie's in that one.
Angelina Jolie.
And Brad Pitt,
yeah.
too, I think. And then,
was he in that?
It's somebody that's super young in that one.
Ooh, and Christian Slater, the movie about him being like a hack. He was like at a ham radio or something like that. What was that?
What you're talking about?
God, I love that movie. I haven't seen that in years too. I need to re-see that.
Computer. Oh, wrong one. Alexa.
Movie
in Hackers.
DJ. Yep, radio DJ.
No,
it was called Pump Up the Volume. Yep, there you go.
Pump Up the Volume. Yes. Thank you, Clop.
Who needs Google when you got a Clop?
Right? And I got to tell you, I used to have the biggest crush on Christian Slater, mainly because he just looked like a bad, naughty boy. And I just thought, yes.
And the movie Heathers was like...
Yeah, Sneakers was good.
Yeah, Sneakers was good.
What about Flatliners? You guys seen that with Kevin Bacon?
Flatliners freaked me the freak out.
Right?
What's his face? Kiefer Sutherland. Kiefer Sutherland always freaked me out.
Yeah, but there's another really good actor.
Parts.
Yeah, but he's a really good actor. If you guys watch that series he was on TV, he was so good. So good.
I mean, you can even take the old movie he was in with, Jesus, it had everybody in it. Kelly's Heroes. It had Clint Eastwood. It had
I love Clint Eastwood.
Don Rickles. It had
oh, dang.
Sutherland, and it had all kinds of names in it.
Wow.
I'm going to know the budget for that movie. What was the movie I was just thinking of with I think Kiefer Sutherland was in it, and it just left my head. It doesn't matter.
So you weren't talking about Flatliners?
Flatliners.
That's Kevin Bacon too, right?
Like, jumping during that movie because it was like
that was like one of Bob's
that
favorite
little
movies.
Kid that kept coming back after Kiefer Sutherland freaked me out. The little kid. Yeah,
I gotta go back and watch it now.
Yeah, The Lost Boys. The Lost Boys was a great movie. That was a good movie.
To make you jump and go, oh, for a movie, Final Destination.
Yeah, that was good. Well, there's a couple of movies.
The first one especially, they took people out
I
like you
like
weren't
a good
expecting it.
movie.
And bam.
I like a good movie that makes me guess the ending or
Yes.
like gives me a jump.
Yes.
I don't like the gore. The gore,
I don't
can't
like the
do
gore
it.
either.
Like
I have never in my life seen Exorcist, and I never will.
I don't think
Because I heard
that
it.
bad.
That one's not so gory.
So many people said that. No, not gory, but I heard it just really fucked a lot of people up in their head, and I just never watched it. Never.
The Saw movies. It started out really good. I mean, it was a little gross, but it wasn't like I can't handle it. But it almost like they had to escalate it every single time.
And aren't they on like 37 now or something?
I don't know how many there were. I got through the first 3. And the third one was basically mostly with the blanket over my head and my fingers in my ears. I think it was in the third one that they were twisting that lady's arms or the guy's arms or whatever, and I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
And the second one where they threw the girl into the pit of needles, and no.
Yeah, see, I'm not into horror. Although when I was young, I was obsessed with Nightmare on Elm Street, but not the second one. I remember
Those
thinking
were pretty
Nightmare
good.
on Elm Street 2 for some reason in my head I just never liked, but I owned a lot of them, but I never saw wasn't there one Freddy against Jason or something? Like I never
No,
saw
I
that
never
one.
saw that one. No.
But
Yeah.
I'm talking like the
I
first
love
one was
it.
so good.
Yeah.
Nancy. Oh my gosh, so good. Scared the shit out of me for
You know
sure.
what? I could tell you, it's weird because I saw the first Nightmare on Elm Street I saw was the third one.
Oh, first one
And
was great.
then I had to go back and watch the others because I hadn't seen them before.
Yeah.
And I was pissed when they killed Johnny Depp.
I can't remember.
Well, that's what I think he was in 2. So, because I remember as a guy and some birds, and I just wasn't into it as much as but I'm telling you, that to me was psychological versus like gory.
Yeah. I mean, there was gore, but it wasn't.
I mean, there was gore, but it wasn't like.
It's not like today's gore.
You
Like
never,
Yes.
gore
in the
out of
Freddy
control
movies,
with
you
some
never
of the-
knew whether it was live or Memorex. You didn't know which
Yeah.
one. it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of why I liked some of the older movies because that didn't have a lot of the CG or whatever.
Have gotten into a lot of the old Alfred Hitchcock movies, like Rear
yeah?
Window with Jimmy Stewart. North
Blackbirds.
by
Wasn't one of them Blackbirds?
No, just the birds.
Oh, the birds.
Yeah, and then like North by Northwest with Cary Grant, which by the way, Cary freaking Grant is like, I love that guy. I just love anything with Cary Grant. I will watch anything with Cary Grant.
And Hitchcock used to have a series, TV
Yeah,
series
on TV.
besides his great movies.
Yeah.
Alfred Hitchcock.
I saw some of those. I will tell you, when I met Bob 30 years ago this year, God bless me, he was really into classics, Humphrey Bogart fan for sure. So we did, and I had never really seen a lot of classics, so we did some comparisons. I remember the first one he played for me was, the first comparison was Sabrina. So he played it with Humphrey Bogart and then back to back with Harrison Ford.
Okay.
Harrison Ford's was a joke compared to Humphrey Bogart. It was a joke. And
Right.
I was surprised because I think if I would have seen the one with Harrison Ford, I'd been like, oh, that's great. No, it's amazing, some of those classic movies. And he taught me about them. I never really watched them. So I was like, black and white, what's that? Except for I Love Lucy.
My husband has actually started getting into the AMC channel with all the black and white movies. And it's, I got to tell you, it's kind of odd when you're watching something and I'm like, oh my God, is that Michael Landon at like the age of 16?
Right?
Like, oh my God. And I know that guy. Where is he from? That guy looks like, that's who that is.
Yes.
It is weird seeing people that, like, when I was born in 74. So when I see people in the 80s and they already look old, you don't think about them being a young actor or actress. And then when you see them in these old movies, it's like, holy shit.
Right.
But yeah,
Right.
I got really, really into Alfred Hitchcock because, oh my gosh, Psycho was good, but I don't think Psycho was as scary as people were like, "Oh my god!"
As they made it out to be.
They had to take some stuff out of it because people were freaking out in the movie theater and stuff. And I'm like,
Really?
Yeah, the shower scene.
they had to
Shower
take,
scene.
not only that, but there was something else they had to remove from the movie or they had to re-edit it because of people being sick during the movie, and I can't remember
Oh
what
my
it
God.
was.
Stop it.
But I think what it was is we are more desensitized to violence, I think, because we see it more than you used to see it in the 60s and stuff. So
I also think that like things with Psycho, and because we're older, we've heard some of the backstories on it. So it's not as scary, but it's fun to watch. Bob and Lark are watching movies every Wednesday, and each one gets to pick one. So Bob is taking Lark all kinds of places. Lark's trying to find some like 80s movies and some other ones. Like they just watched the movie MASH, I think was their last one.
Oh wow.
The movie MASH. Yeah.
Right.
So Bob had to show Lark a few of the series and then said, "Now watch the movie." Even though so I think it's awesome that you can go back and like Beaver was saying, just to see people get, or I'd go back and watch a movie and go, "Oh shit, I didn't know that was that person."
Now,
And now I know them much more.
yeah.
the movie from when you were younger, or even now, I guess, really scared you at the time, but now you think back on it, it's like, oh man, that
Okay.
scared me.
Yeah,
So
yeah, right.
I'm going to tell you there is a movie, and I don't know the name of it, and I've not been able to come across it ever again. But I remember it was around Halloween, and I was pretty young, like maybe 7 years old at the time, maybe like 5 to 7 years old. And I was told I was not allowed to come out and watch the movie because it was scary. Okay.
So you had to watch it, of course.
So of course I had to try to sneak out, and because
Yeah.
there's a couch right at the end of the hallway, I could kind of like squish underneath the couch and kind of watch TV. And the one scene in this movie that I can remember was and it was a movie about vampires, and this vampire somehow got outside and he was starting to burn up, and I remember him rolling down some like a ramp or something, and he rolled into some hay and he burned up. And I don't know what it was about the movie, but that I remember that scene, and I remember having nightmares about that scene after
Hence the reason your parents told you not to watch it, you dodo.
right.
Sometimes parents are right.
The one that got me when I was a kid, I was probably, I don't know, 8, 9, maybe. House on Haunted Hill with Vincent Price. Scared the
Vincent Price is what an amazing voice. Holy crap.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I've heard of it, and I think I've seen it, but it's been, again, decades.
They even did a remake of it a few years back, and it was like, oh God, I prefer the original, even though the original was, looking back on it now, was really campy, but it was done well. I think it came out probably in the 60s.
Right. I remember hearing about it.
Yeah, he had all these people come up to his mansion for a weekend party, and then slowly people get off.
Like the haunted house that I work at in October normally are doing haunted events during the summer just to get people into the, keep it going. And they had some of the cast members from Friday the 13th there this about 2 weeks ago. And
nice.
I got to meet the one chick that was a camp counselor. I actually got to meet her 3 times. One time was coming out of the bathroom because that's just how it works. I just run into people randomly. But it was let me see if I can find her name. It was something Noonan or something like that. So it was Carrie Noonan is her name. And then I also got to see CJ Graham, who was Jason Voorhees in like episodes, 6 or whatever. But yeah, it was a, I guess, fun event. What is somebody sending me stuff on?
That's funny.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think of the movie that scared the shit of me when I was little. I'm trying to think.
As I recall, I took you to see Star Wars at the drive-in.
Oh, you
Well,
probably
that's
did because I
cool.
definitely know I saw Star Wars.
One of my favorite stories from my dad was when he worked for the federal government was about Bob Hope introducing him to Vincent Price and John Wayne. That
Oh,
is cool.
That would be the trifecta for sure.
Full Metal
Full
Jacket.
Metal Jacket. Oh,
I
my
have
God.
not seen that movie in a long time, but yeah.
Hamburger Hill. Oh my God, horrifying, especially when you're on shrooms. Just saying. Just saying.
I've
Never
never
did them again. No, I know you've never touched a drug, but that was the one time I did, and the dipshit that was moderating us put on Hamburger Hill, and I'm like, this is not what I need to see. Oh my God, no. Nope.
Would be, yeah, no.
I
That would
tried to
have
turn it back to Benny Hill, and then they turned it back. Oh yeah, no.
yeah, Benny Hill would have been better.
I tried. My moderator sucked ass, so fuck him, by the way. If you're ever listening, fuck you. Thank you.
Godzilla
John had a
used
good
to
time.
freak me out. The Godzilla movies, and they were so. Looking back at them, I'm like, wow, that's like super cheesy, but for
So
some
cheesy. Well, that's what Lep was saying. Is like you go back to these things that scared you as a kid. You go back to them, and they're just like, well, you know, it's really not that bad. It's really kind of cheese.
Little
But
trivia, you know how they made his roar? What his roar is the opening of a gate. It was the grinding of a gate. Is what.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
wait, you said what? His roar?
The opening of a gate was what they used for Godzilla's.
Oh.
The squeak of the gate.
I think you know, Erica.
Yeah, it's one that was supposed to. My brother and I both tried shrooms at the same time. But by the way, they also gave me a pile of them. First of all, I hate mushrooms. And so I was swallowing them whole with a screwdriver. And they said, you can't do that. You have to chew it. But I mean, it was a pile. And I was probably 95 pounds soaking wet. So not a good idea, first of all. And second of all, he was supposed to watch us because we had never done this. And yeah, he did not have my back at all. That guy sucked balls. But my brother was fine.
Other brother, not I.
Other brother, yeah.
Other brother, not this.
But then the other brother came in and ruined my other brother's high, which was awesome.
Yeah, I can believe him.
But he made me. I survived because of the other brother. The other brother, screw him, because he was all he, and then he was so mad at me the next day. He's all, why did you have him talk the whole time? I'm all, because that was something to focus on, brother. So shut up. I don't care. Our moderator blew chunks. I don't know. What do you call him? If it's not a moderator, it's a person who's watching over you to make sure you don't do something stupid or unsafe.
Usually it's a guide.
It's a safety. It's the safety. It's the safety.
There's another M word I usually use, but it's moderator now because I can't think of the other M word. But it doesn't matter. He sucked. Fuck him. Hamburger Hill. Who does that to somebody?
Right. Anyway, I want to move on to some stories that Leprechaun.
Oh yeah, Lep.
And this
Yeah,
one
sorry,
kind of ties in because you remember the TV show Knight Rider?
Yes.
Well, officials at an Illinois museum are among the people who would like to know how the TV star car got a ticket.
How did the TV star car get a ticket?
No. The Volvo Museum near Chicago, which
Did you say vulva?
The Volo VOLO Museum. I think it's a Volvo.
It's really close. It was shaved.
Like, what the hell is happening?
Which has a replica of the show's Trans Am that hasn't moved from its exhibit in years. Recently received a $50 ticket from the Big Apple, alleging its car was doing 36 miles per hour in the 25 mile per hour zone in Brooklyn on April 22nd. The ticket came complete with traffic cam photos of a black Trans Am with the California license plate Knight, the same plate as the car on the show, and the novelty one of the museum's unregistered car. The license plate is also connected to 5 other unpaid traffic violations in New York City since 2024.
That's lame. That's 11 miles per hour over the speed limit. Cry a river. Good God.
They got a $50 ticket. How the city linked the plate to the museum is not completely clear. City officials did not immediately respond to the email and phone messages Wednesday. The fact that we're legally tied to a movie prop is interesting, says Jim, the museum's marketing director. We're known
Good old
for
Jim.
having our Hollywood cars from TV and movies, but I have no idea how we got registered from a ticket in New York, to the plates in California, to the museum in Illinois. We're still trying to figure it out.
That's funny.
Yeah, I mean,
New York.
that car
cars
must be
registered.
sneaking out at night. All I can say is that's got to be.
Well,
let's have it.
did have a mind of its own. That was the point.
That's right.
The computer just went, okay, we're going cruising in the Big Apple.
Right? So it's just like deuces.
David Hasselhoff is in New York. Kit, I need you.
So he had the first Apple Watch, huh?
I guess. Oh, yeah, true. Right?
Yeah.
Who didn't think that was okay? And I know that I'm not the only nerd who used to wear my watch and talk into it because, you know.
Oh yeah, when you got a digital one that
Interesting.
was like the full one that had the calculator and stuff, but you'd pretend.
I didn't have a digital watch. I would just have a watch. And I
Oh.
would pretend that it was
Tracy
talking.
probably was the first talking watch.
Mm-hmm.
I got
Dick
my
Tracy
brother's
had
old
the
one.
first Apple Watch, according to Klopper.
Dick Tracy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I
Yep.
said it before I saw it typed.
That's what it is.
Nice.
Oh, well, there you go. See?
See, you remember
See?
some things.
Oh, yeah. Useless trivia. At times.
Useless trivia is helpful when you're playing trivia.
Right? Useless trivia is great. And I don't know why this Blaze article isn't working for me. It's kind of pissing me off right now. So we're going to move over here because this one says former NBA giant becomes America's tallest elected official at 7'2" becomes mayor of Texas town. So who is it? I don't know because I keep getting pop-ups on these stupid websites.
Shaq.
Ostertag. Greg Ostertag, Utah Jazz hero Greg Ostertag, has been voted in as mayor of a tiny Texas town. It's a tiny town with a tall
Man
NBA
in
star.
charge.
A 7-foot mirror.
Yeah.
So in case you wanted to know, he's a mayor. Moving on.
Good for you,
Moving
Texas.
Let's
should be
see.
so
What do we
proud.
want? Oh, well, here's one out of Buenos Aires. Throwing confetti from the stands, one of the most deeply rooted traditions among soccer fans in Argentina, will no longer be allowed in the capital city of Buenos Aires. Why do you think they are not going to allow you to throw confetti in the stand anymore?
Because the birds are dying from choking on paper.
Wrong answer. Anybody in the crowd? Anybody in the chat? Why can't you throw confetti in the stands anymore?
Janitors are tired of it. Sorry, Lep. Say what you were saying. I'm sorry, Lep.
I'm just reading. Klopp had it sounded white.
It's yeah, but not. We'll give them 30 seconds on the clock.
Lep, why do you think they are not allowed to
He
have
knows because he sent me the article, so he's not allowed to go.
Oh. Cheating bastard.
All right, so nobody's guessing. So we're gonna just put it out here. Ready?
Ew, don't do it. Let me do it.
Okay. The preventative ban on the use of confetti is because of fires that broke out during last Sunday's match between River Plate and Boca Juniors. Firefighters had to intervene to extinguish flames that damaged several stadium seats and caused spectators to flee. City authorities said that even though the home club had previously approved contingency protocols and necessary resources for their implementation, an incident occurred that clearly demonstrates the potential ignition risk that these materials pose in contexts with high concentrations of people. No,
What?
it's because some asshole was probably smoking or hand with something that caught that shit on fire. That paper,
Lighters up, you know how they do at concerts?
yes,
Holding their lighters up.
yeah, or a vape or something stupid. There's
Okay,
no way that paper just catches automatically on fire in a high concentration of people.
That's exactly was my point I was going to say. It's not paper rubbing together really fast that it lit itself. Something lit it, dumbasses.
This is not spontaneous paper combustion, okay, people?
Right?
It just doesn't happen like that.
That's funny.
God.
Hey, you know
That is
what? Since Robert wasn't here, I did type in Urban Dictionary, but it didn't give me good ones like his.
Well,
I found
you got to know how.
You found what?
I found giantess.
No, you need to put 3 random words together and look that up on Urban Dictionary.
So basically, what you need to do is put in a city like Tulsa, and then something stupid like pool party, Tulsa pool party, and see what comes up.
Yeah, put in Tulsa pool party. Tell us what it says.
Hang on.
We don't want to hear giantism. That's just somebody thinking their penis is that much bigger than it truly is.
Giantess is, it says a female giant about 20 feet tall or more. She will either play with you, crush you, use you as a slave, or eat you.
So how many 20 feet tall people do you know?
There's no Tulsa pool party. So let's go with Tulsa bagpipe. Oh God, maybe we don't want to go with that.
Maybe we don't. Maybe we just don't need
you want
to
know what a
Urban
Tulsa bagpipe is? Well, we're going to do it anyway. Are you ready? Tulsa.
God, no.
Bagpipe.
Wait, are you going to play the intro music?
No, because Robert's not here. The act of receiving a blowjob so good that you release a fart at the same time.
Yep.
Tulsa pool party does sound like something I'd look up in the Urban Dictionary, but there's nothing there. We got to come up with something and put it in there. All right. So we got our Urban Dictionary out of the way, even though there was no Robert wasn't here and it's not as good. He always finds the good ones. And do you want to end with this? Ones. I guess we'll do this. Sweet relief or sticky mistake. Why you shouldn't treat hemorrhoids with sugar.
What? What are you feeding them? Why are you giving them sugar? What the? Here, have a little ice cream, hemorrhoid. Oh, actually, that might work though.
The ice cream might cool it, but yeah, like, why would you be feeding your hemorrhoids sugar?
Well, let's find
out. Let's find out. Hemorrhoids, those swollen, stubborn veins around the anus, are uncomfortable, sometimes downright miserable, pain, itching, even bleeding. So yeah, it makes sense. People start looking for quick fixes, even odd ones like how to treat hemorrhoids with sugar. The idea is that you can treat hemorrhoids with a sugar by applying it directly to the affected area. However, medical experts say there are no scientific evidence to support this. Doctors explain that sugar may temporarily draw fluid out of the tissues, which could reduce swelling for a short time. However, this does not address the underlying cause of hemorrhoids, such as constipation, straining during bowel movements, or increased pressure in the veins. Experts also warn that trying to treat hemorrhoids with sugar can lead to problems. It may cause irritation, increase the risk of infection, and worsen pain or inflammation. In some cases, improper treatment could make the condition more serious and long-lasting. There are more severe types of hemorrhoids, such as thrombosed or strangulated hemorrhoids, that require prompt medical attention. These conditions should not be treated with home remedies like sugar. Listen, somebody said they had a sweet ass and they were just making it come true. Okay?
Okay. First of all, you can also get hemorrhoids by, I don't know, giving birth to a child. Hello?
That would be the pushing part. And you can also get them
over the straining.
And you can get them from sitting on concrete.
I've heard that.
Oh, I did hear that a long time
ago. It's not true, though.
But first of all, why would you feed it sugar? You'd think if you want to draw out fluids, you'd use
salt.
Salt. Yeah. See? You read my mind, Beeves.
That sounds painful, too.
Well, first of all, I'm not putting anything up my anus. if I got people down there that are poking their little heads out, I'm just not doing anything. I'm just gonna go away, please. If you are even in there, go away.
Listen,
Thank you.
just take a needle and poke it and let the blood drain out and you're good.
No, because won't you die?
No, because I've done it several times.
Oh, really?
Yes.
How do you do that? Okay, you got some mirror action going on because there is no way. You got mirror action going on, right?
No, I don't. I just feel, and then when I feel it, I use the needle and poke it.
I hope you sterilize that needle.
No, I rub it in the grass outside.
And dog shit, and then have Jason
Yeah.
lick it, and then stick it in there.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I take it out into the public bathroom and roll it on the floor.
Yes, yes.
I can't only wipe it in
Alcohol.
rubbing alcohol, but then I burn the edge of it too. Yet,
Yeah, I used to do that.
did you
once in a
not
while.
watch the episode where we had to do 2 truths and 1 lie? And I said that I've popped hemorrhoids, and people freaked the fuck out.
Yeah, because that's like, whoa, strange.
Yeah.
Well, I have, but I think you've done it more than once because I don't remember that story.
Well, I'll tell you that I had an issue one time, and I went to the doctor. I went to the hospital. They weren't taking care of it. I was in so much pain, and I decided I was going to take care of it myself. And I did.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. Well, the one time I went to the emergency room, they wouldn't touch it. So I went to the doctor, and the doctor just ended up popping it, but he cut it with a knife instead. And it was so, okay, this is gross. So if you're not going to be able to handle it, walk away or turn off the show.
Close your ears and go la la la.
When it was so big that when it broke, and actually this wasn't a hemorrhoid though, this was something else. It broke and it flew all over the place. It was on the floor, on the walls, it was everywhere.
Was it like a cyst and it had just shit
It was some
going
type
everywhere?
of something. Yeah.
What was flying on the walls? Like pus, blood, what?
Pus and
Teeth?
blood. Yeah.
Teeth,
Pus and blood.
hair? Things,
Teeth and hair.
Stuff?
It was a little, it came
It's awesome.
alive. Yeah.
It's like the slime, it all came together and it just became this gigantic thing. Went rawr.
Yeah,
sorry, I have a very visual mind.
Never attempt to pop a hemorrhoid yourself. Popping a hemorrhoid. He looked that up on Google. Blah 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 blah. I've done it so many times, and I'm still alive. So deal with it. I don't use like a huge needle. The thinnest little teeny tiny needle, and the blood slowly will come out, and then I just keep cleaning it every time I'm doing anything down there.
So do you just sit on the toilet and do that? Like boom, because you're kind of spread when you're doing that. So
yeah, or in the shower.
Oh well, that's a good place too, I guess.
Yeah, because it slowly comes out. It's not like you're popping it and like shoom, it just comes out. It's going to be a slow process.
I thought it was kind of like a sty where you could put like a rubber band around it and like it dies off on its own, kind of like that.
No.
Like
They do that. That's what they did to me one time at VA. That's going to be the same equivalent feeling as giving birth, I'm sure. Oh God.
Oh really? Really? You want to play with giving birth?
I would equate it to that. It hurt. I think it hurt.
By them putting the rubber band around, or it just being there?
Putting the rubber band and it slowly dying off. It was a painful process.
What did Dad used to always say? Giving birth is like putting a watermelon through a keyhole, or whatever. However he said it. What was it? It was a Carol Burnett line.
Okay.
Or putting your lower lip above your head. Was it like that?
Used to say that. Somebody, yes.
Dad used to say it. Dad had a couple of different ones.
Yeah, or somebody like put your lower lip over the back of your head. Yeah.
Yes. And I don't even think that equates. Because that's just the giving of the birth. That's not the cramping. Okay. The cramping is a bitch. Okay. It's a bitch. Anyway, we didn't mean. Yeah, we're not going to get into that.
Yeah, we're not going to. Sorry. Because we're basically done right now. So I want to thank everybody for coming tonight. I appreciate you all joining us. And if you were not grossed out or you had a good time with this show, you make sure you share, follow, and share. And next time, you can join us next week at 9 p.m. for another edition of Beaver After Dark. Thank you, Leprechaun, for joining us tonight. Don't forget, you can listen to Leprechaun noon on Sunday on Ain't You a Peach. And there is also your daily hello. And if you want to know how to get that, you'll have to reach out to him directly.
YouTube.
There you go. Go to YouTube and look for your daily hello. All right. Thank you guys for joining us. And until next week, bye-bye.